I want you to imagine something for a moment. Picture yourself walking through life, feeling like the world operates just a little differently for you. Things seem to align in ways you can't explain. People come to you for advice, even when you don't feel like you have all the answers. There's a quiet pull inside you, a knowing that you're meant for something bigger, something extraordinary, even if you can't quite put your finger on what it is. And no, this isn't some fantasy or ego-driven idea. This is real. This is the essence of what it means to be a chosen one, someone who is naturally aligned with the highest vibrations of existence, often without even realizing it. But here's the kicker. Most chosen ones don't even fully understand the power they carry. They don't realize how effortlessly they radiate high vibrational energy, the kind of energy that others spend years trying to cultivate through meditation, rituals, and spiritual practices. It's as if the universe itself has planted a seed within you, and your very being is designed to grow and expand into something extraordinary. But the question is, do you realize it? And if not, what's holding you back from fully stepping into it? First, let's break this down. What does it actually mean to achieve the highest vibrations? It's not about being perfect or happy all the time, or pretending that life doesn't come with its challenges. No, it's far deeper than that. Achieving the highest vibration means living in alignment with the purest essence of who you are. It means embodying love, truth, and authenticity to such a degree that your energy naturally elevates everyone and everything around you. It's like being a tuning fork. Just by existing, you bring others into harmony. And here's the most fascinating part. Chosen ones do this without even trying. This isn't something you work toward, it's something you are.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
But why? Why you? Why are some people naturally able to access such high vibrations while others struggle? That's the mystery, isn't it? But before we dive into that, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you were different? Not in a superior way, but in a way that made you feel a little out of place in the world. Like you see things others don't see, feel things others don't feel. Maybe you've always been deeply sensitive, able to pick up on the emotions of others without them saying a word. Maybe you've always had a natural sense of compassion, an ability to forgive, or a desire to create peace wherever you go. These aren't coincidences, they're clues. You see, chosen ones are often born with a heightened sensitivity to the world around them. This sensitivity isn't a weakness, it's a gift. It's what allows you to connect with the higher vibrations of the universe without needing to force it. While others are stuck in the noise and chaos of the third dimension, wrapped up in fear, ego, and separation, you're naturally tuned into something higher. You might not even realize it, but your very presence is like a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. This is why people are drawn to you. They feel something in you, something they can't quite name but know is real. But here's the paradox, because this comes so naturally to you, you might overlook it. You might not even realize it's happening. And that's where the journey begins, not in trying to achieve higher vibrations, but in recognizing that you've already aligned with them. The first step is awareness. Are you aware of the energy you carry? Are you aware of the impact you have on others, even in the smallest interactions? If not, let me tell you, the way you walk into a room changes the energy of that space. The way you speak, the way you listen, the way you simply exist, it all carries a vibration. And if you've ever wondered why people seem to gravitate toward you, this is why. You're a mirror for their highest potential, even if they don't realize it. But let's go deeper. What is it that makes chosen ones capable of achieving the highest vibrations so effortlessly? The answer lies not in what you do, but in what you are. Chosen ones have an innate connection to their soul, even if they're not consciously aware of it. This connection allows you to bypass much of the resistance that others face on their spiritual journeys. While others are busy trying to quiet their minds through meditation or clear their energy through rituals, you're already in a state of flow. It doesn't mean you don't face challenges or moments of doubt. It means that deep down, your soul always pulls you back to center. It's like an internal compass constantly guiding you toward alignment. But let me ask you this: what happens when you're not aware of this gift? What happens when you doubt yourself, when you shrink back, when you try to fit into a world that doesn't understand you? That's when the friction begins. That's when you start to feel stuck, lost, or disconnected. And the irony is, the disconnection isn't real, it's an illusion. The truth is, you've never been disconnected from your higher self. You've never lost your alignment with the highest vibrations. You've just forgotten how to recognize it. So let's change that. Let's bring this awareness to the surface, because the world needs you now more than ever. Here's the next big question: how do you step fully into this truth? How do you stop doubting yourself and start living as the chosen one you already are? The answer is simpler than you might think. It starts with trusting that you are exactly where you're meant to be, trusting that you already have everything you need within you. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to achieve anything. All you need to do is tune in. And one of the most powerful ways to do this is through presence. When was the last time you truly stopped and just felt the moment? The sound of your breath, the beat of your heart, the energy of the space around you. Presence is the gateway to higher vibrations because it pulls you out of the mind, the part of you that doubts, compares, and fears, and into the soul, the part of you that simply knows. Chosen ones operate from this place naturally, but sometimes life pulls us out of alignment. When that happens, presence is your anchor. It's your way back. And here's something else to consider. Chosen ones often carry a deep sense of purpose. Even if you don't know exactly what your purpose is, you feel it, don't you? That quiet urge to make a difference, to help others, to bring light into the world. This sense of purpose isn't random. It's your soul's way of reminding you why you're here. And the more you align with this purpose, the higher your vibration becomes. It's not about doing something grand or dramatic. It's about living authentically. It's about showing up as your true self, unapologetically, and letting your light shine. So let me ask you, are you ready to embrace this truth? Are you ready to stop doubting yourself and start living as the high vibrational being you already are? Because the moment you do, everything changes. You stop chasing and you start attracting. You stop striving and you start flowing. And in that flow, you realize something extraordinary. You've been aligned with the highest vibrations all along. Now that we've uncovered the truth about how chosen ones naturally align with the highest vibrations, let's go even deeper. Because while it's true that chosen ones often achieve this alignment without realizing it, there's a reason it happens so effortlessly. The mechanics of this process aren't random, they're deeply rooted in the way your mind, body, and soul are uniquely designed to operate. And once you understand these inner mechanics, you'll not only realize why this alignment happens, but also how to strengthen it, amplify it, and embody it more fully. Let's start with the most fascinating part, the subconscious mind. For chosen ones, the subconscious mind is often wired differently. Whether through life experiences, karmic patterns, or spiritual evolution, you've developed a natural ability to filter out much of the noise that keeps others stuck in lower vibrations. You may not even be aware of this, but your mind is highly selective about what it allows to influence you. Now think about it. Have you ever noticed how certain things that seem to deeply bother others just don't affect you the same way? While others get wrapped up in drama, fear, or negativity, You have this almost instinctive ability to detach, to rise above it. This isn't arrogance, it's alignment. Your subconscious mind is wired to prioritize higher vibrational states, even if you're not consciously aware of it. But why is this the case? Why are chosen ones able to operate in this way? The answer lies in something called energetic resonance. Every thought, emotion, and belief carries a frequency, and chosen ones are naturally attuned to higher frequencies. It's like being a radio tuned to a specific station. You simply don't pick up on the static or interference of lower vibrations. This doesn't mean you're immune to challenges or negative emotions, but it does mean that your default state, the frequency you naturally vibrate at, is higher than most. And here's the mind-blowing part. This resonance creates a feedback loop. The higher your vibration, the more you attract experiences, people, and opportunities that reinforce that vibration. It's as if the universe itself is conspiring to keep you aligned. But let's get practical. How can you consciously work with this resonance to deepen your alignment? The first step is awareness. Start paying attention to the energy you're surrounding yourself with. Are you spending time with people who uplift and inspire you? Or are you absorbing the negativity of others? Are you consuming content that nourishes your soul, or are you feeding your mind with fear-based narratives? Remember, your environment is like an amplifier for your vibration. As a chosen one, you're especially sensitive to the energy around you, so it's crucial to create an environment that supports your resonance. And if you can't change your external environment right away, focus on your internal one. Your inner world, the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, is the most powerful determinant of your vibration. Which brings us to the next key mechanic, emotional alchemy. Chosen ones have an innate ability to transmute lower emotions into higher ones. This is one of your greatest gifts, even if you're not fully aware of it. Think about a time when you faced a difficult situation, something that could have easily pulled you into fear, anger, or despair. Somehow, you found a way to rise above it. Maybe it was through forgiveness, compassion, or simply choosing to focus on the lesson rather than the pain. This ability to alchemize emotions is what keeps you aligned with the highest vibrations. It's not about suppressing or denying your feelings, it's about transforming them. So the next time you feel a lower vibration creeping in, ask yourself, how can I use this as fuel for growth? What is this emotion teaching me? The moment you shift your perspective, you shift your vibration. But here's the thing, emotional alchemy isn't just about the big, dramatic moments. It's about the small, everyday choices you make. Are you choosing gratitude over complaint? Are you choosing love over judgment? Are you choosing trust over doubt? These choices might seem insignificant in the moment, but they create a ripple effect. Every time you choose a higher vibration, you strengthen your alignment. And over time, these small choices add up to something extraordinary, a life that flows with ease, joy, and abundance. Now, let's talk about intuition. For chosen ones, intuition isn't just a gut feeling or a random insight, it's a direct line to higher guidance. You might not always recognize it as such, but your intuition is one of your most powerful tools for staying aligned with the highest vibrations. I think about it. How many times have you made a decision that didn't seem logical but just felt right, only to realize later that it led you exactly where you needed to be? That's your intuition in action. It's like a GPS for your soul, constantly guiding you toward alignment. But here's the challenge. Are you listening to it? Are you trusting it? Or are you second-guessing yourself, letting fear or doubt override that inner knowing? To deepen your connection to your intuition, start by cultivating stillness. In a world that's constantly pulling your attention outward, it's essential to create space to go inward. This doesn't mean you have to meditate for hours every day, unless that resonates with you. It could be as simple as taking 5 minutes in the morning to sit in silence, breathe deeply, and tune into your inner guidance. The more you practice listening to your intuition, the louder and clearer it becomes. And as you follow it, you'll notice something incredible. Life begins to flow. Synchronicities appear. Doors open. Challenges resolve themselves in ways you couldn't have planned. This is the power of alignment. But let me ask you something. What would happen if you fully trusted your intuition? What would your life look like if you stopped doubting yourself and started following that inner guidance without hesitation? This is one of the deepest questions you can ask yourself, because the answer holds the key to unlocking your highest potential. Finally, let's explore the role of purpose. Chosen ones are often deeply connected to their purpose, even if they can't articulate it. It's not necessarily about a specific career or goal, it's about the energy you bring into the world. Your purpose is to be a vessel for higher vibrations, to uplift, inspire, and transform not just yourself, but everyone you encounter. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to figure out your purpose. It's already within you. It reveals itself not through striving, but through being. The more you align with your true self, the more you live authentically, the more your purpose naturally unfolds. So let me leave you with this. The inner mechanics of being a chosen one are already working in your favor. Your mind, your emotions, your intuition, your purpose, they're all designed to keep you aligned with the highest vibrations. But it's up to you to recognize and embrace this truth. Are you ready to fully step into it? Are you ready to trust yourself, to trust the process, and to trust the universe? Because when you do, you'll realize something extraordinary. The effortless alignment you've always felt isn't an accident, it's who you are. Let's take this journey even deeper. By now, you've begun to see just how naturally you align with the highest vibrations, and how your inner mechanics, your emotions, intuition, and purpose are all designed to keep you in resonance with the divine flow of the universe. But here's where it gets even more profound. Your high vibration isn't just about you. It's not just for your personal growth, happiness, or success. No, your energy carries a far greater purpose. You, as a chosen one, are a hidden catalyst for the awakening of others. Whether you realize it or not, your vibration ripples out into the collective consciousness, influencing and uplifting the world around you. This isn't some lofty spiritual metaphor, it's the actual energetic reality of who you are and what you're here to do. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift, even though you didn't say a word? Have you noticed how people seem to open up to you, share their struggles, or seek guidance without you even trying to offer it? Or maybe you felt that, just by being present, you've had a calming or inspiring effect on others. These aren't random occurrences. They're a reflection of your role as a chosen one. You carry within you a vibration that resonates with truth, love, and authenticity, and others feel it even if they can't explain why. It's like you're a tuning fork, and your energy naturally brings others into alignment with their own higher selves. But why does this happen? Why are chosen ones so uniquely positioned to catalyze awakening in others? The answer lies in the interconnected nature of energy. At a fundamental level, we're all connected. The energy you embody doesn't just stay within you, it radiates outward, influencing the collective field of consciousness that connects all beings. When you align with the highest vibrations, you act like a beacon, a light in the darkness, showing others what's possible. You don't have to preach, teach, or convince anyone. Your presence alone is enough. And here's the incredible part. Most of the time, you're doing this without even realizing it. Think about it. How many times have you inspired someone just by being yourself? Maybe it was a friend who started seeing life differently after spending time with you. Maybe it was a stranger whose day you brightened with a kind word or a smile. Or maybe it was someone who watched how you handled a challenge and found the courage to face their own. These moments might seem small, but they're not. Each one creates a ripple that extends far beyond what you can see. This is how collective awakening happens, not through grand gestures or sweeping changes, but through countless subtle shifts in consciousness sparked by individuals like you. But here's the catch. Because this process feels so natural to you, you might underestimate its importance. You might think, I'm just living my life. How could that possibly have an impact on the world? Let me tell you, it has everything to do with the world. The energy you bring into every interaction, every space, every moment creates a subtle yet powerful shift in the collective vibration. And this is needed now more than ever. The world is waking up, but the process isn't always smooth. As more people begin to shed old paradigms and step into higher consciousness, they look to those who are already aligned, whether consciously or unconsciously, for guidance. That's where you come in. But let me ask you, are you fully embracing this role? Or are you holding back, doubting your ability to make a difference? Because here's the truth, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't need to fix anyone or anything. All you need to do is continue being yourself authentically, unapologetically, and vibrationally aligned. The rest takes care of itself. The more you embody your truth, the more others are inspired to do the same. And this inspiration doesn't always happen on a conscious level. Sometimes, just by standing in your own light, you give others permission to find theirs. Now, let's go even deeper. Why is this work, this unseen energetic contribution, so important? Because the collective consciousness is like a tapestry, and every thread matters. When you elevate your vibration, you're not just lifting yourself, you're lifting the entire fabric of existence. You're creating a pathway for others to follow, even if they don't realize it. This is why chosen ones often feel a deep sense of responsibility, even if they can't quite articulate it. It's not about obligation, it's about purpose. It's about knowing deep in your soul that you're here to serve something greater than yourself. But let me ask you something profound. How would your life change if you fully embraced the idea that your energy is your greatest gift to the world? What if you stopped focusing on what you think you lack and started recognizing the immense impact you're already having simply by being who you are? This shift in perspective is powerful. It takes you out of the mindset of what do I need to do and into the knowing of who do I need to be. And the answer is always the same. You need to be yourself, fully and unapologetically. That's where your power lies. And here's the practical wisdom in all of this. The more you nurture your own alignment, the more you naturally uplift those around you. This isn't about sacrificing your well-being for the sake of others. It's about realizing that your alignment is the most selfless gift you can offer. When you prioritize your own growth, healing, and authenticity, you create a ripple effect that touches everyone you encounter. This is why self-care for chosen ones isn't selfish, it's essential. You can't pour from an empty cup, and the world needs you to stay full, vibrant, and aligned. So how can you continue nurturing this alignment? Start by asking yourself this question: what lights me up? What fills me with joy, peace, and inspiration? These aren't trivial questions, they're keys to your vibration. The more you align with what feels true and expansive for you, the more you amplify your impact on the collective. Whether it's spending time in nature, creating art, meditating, or simply being present with loved ones, these small acts of alignment have a profound ripple effect. And finally, let's talk about trust. Because as a chosen one, there will be times when you feel the weight of the world. You might wonder if you're doing enough, if you're on the right path, or if your efforts even matter. But let me tell you, they do. Every high vibrational thought, every act of kindness, Every moment of authenticity ripples out into the collective consciousness in ways you can't begin to measure. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that your energy is enough. And trust that, simply by being who you are fulfilling your purpose as a hidden catalyst for awakening. As we arrive at the final part of this journey, let's unveil the ultimate truth about chosen ones and their timeless connection to universal energy. This truth is simple, yet profound. It's not something outside of you. It's something you've always carried within you, perhaps without even realizing it. You see, chosen ones are not picked by some external force. Your connection to the highest vibrations, your role as a catalyst for awakening, and your alignment with universal energy are not gifts that were given to you. They are reflections of who you've always been. You are not separate from the universe, you are the universe, expressing itself in human form. Your connection to the infinite isn't something you earn, it's something you remember. Let me ask you this: have you ever felt a moment of inexplicable clarity, a sense that you're part of something so vast and eternal that your mind can't fully comprehend it? Maybe it happened while gazing at the stars, standing at the edge of the ocean, or even in the quiet stillness of your own heart. In those moments, what you felt wasn't an illusion, it was the truth. You are connected to everything. The same energy that moves the tides, that makes the sun rise, that brings life into being, is the energy that flows through you. And as a chosen one, your connection to this energy is not just a feeling, it's a purpose. This connection is the reason why your vibration is naturally high. It's not something you have to strive for, because it's already your default state. What sets chosen ones apart isn't that they're better or more special than anyone else, it's that they've retained a deeper connection to this universal energy. While others may have forgotten, you've always carried a spark of remembrance, even if it's been buried beneath doubt, fear, or unworthiness. And that spark is all it takes to ignite a flame not just within you, but within everyone you encounter. But what does it really mean to be connected to universal energy? It means that you are both a receiver and a transmitter. You receive guidance, inspiration, and wisdom from the infinite, and you transmit that energy into the world through your thoughts, words, and actions. This is why chosen ones often feel a sense of knowing without being able to explain how they know. It's why you sometimes feel like you're being guided, as if unseen forces are aligning circumstances in your favor. This isn't coincidence, it's resonance. When you align with universal energy, you align with the flow of life itself. And in that flow, miracles become the norm. But here's the thing, this connection isn't always easy to navigate. There will be times when you feel disconnected, when the noise of the world drowns out the quiet voice of your soul. There will be times when doubt creeps in, when you question your path, your purpose, and even your worth. And in those moments, it's easy to forget the truth of who you are. But let me tell you this, no matter how far you feel you've strayed, you are never truly disconnected. The universal energy that flows through you is eternal. It's always there, waiting for you to remember. So how do you strengthen this connection? How do you keep your vibration high, even when life feels heavy? The answer is as timeless as the energy itself. You return to the present moment, because the present moment is where universal energy lives. It's not in the past, which no longer exists. It's not in the future, which hasn't yet arrived. It's here, now, in the breath you're taking, in the heartbeat you're feeling, in the stillness beneath your thoughts. Every time you anchor yourself in the present, you reconnect with the infinite. And in that connection, you remember who you are. So let me leave you with this. You are not just connected to universal energy, you are universal energy. Every breath you take, every thought you think, every step you walk is an expression of the infinite. Your role as a chosen one isn't something you have to figure out, it's something you already embody. Trust that. Trust yourself. Because the world needs your light, your love, and your truth now more than ever. And as you continue to align with the highest vibrations, you'll come to realize something extraordinary. You've been living your purpose all along. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for remembering who you are. You are infinite. You are timeless. You are a chosen one, and the universe wouldn't be complete without you. Keep shining. Keep trusting. The world is awakening, and you are one of its greatest catalysts.